My name is Adetola Ogundeji. My business name is Era Mama Cargo and Logistics. I'm married and I happens to be the team lead at Era Mama Cargo and Logistics. My inspiration, I would say it comes from God. Then I'm a go-getter. I will just give you a few background of myself. I started my career out in banking, so some time after leaving the bank, I looked up and down. What can I do? You know, Mama is more of a passion for me, what I love doing, and that's what brought out the name. I love to shop, I'm inquisitive, I want to know what is happening. So, out of staying at home after leaving banking, I was looking, what can I do? I, I looked up and down, I discovered that I know how to shop very well, I know how to do shopping very well, which is one of the things I love. Started Era Mama out from market runs. I used to do market runs for people who will go to my 12, uh, do shoppings and all that. From there, I discovered that when I come back from my shopping, I'll be reduced to delivery. How do I deliver the tomatoes, the pepper that I've bought? I discovered that there is a gap in there between delivery and shopping. People don't like to deliver perishable things. So how do I come in there? Then after prepping or everything, after shopping, get home, sorting, prepping, I'll still get inside my car and started delivery. I said, oh look, I cannot this business cannot grow, it cannot continue like this. It will get to a point that you'll be tired. How do I solve this problem? Okay, I looked at getting a dispatch bike. Okay, as you finish prepping and sorting and all that, you the dispatch will do the other leg of the transaction, which is delivery. My inspiration comes from God. Then I'm a go-getter. Errand Mama Cargo and Logistics. We are into cargo and logistics, whereby we do daily dispatch within Lagos and Ogun states. We do interstate deliveries to different states within Nigeria. We also deal in international shipments, be it courier, be it air cargo, import and export of goods from Nigeria to other countries. And Era Mama Cargo and Logistics will deliver to minimum 150 countries across the world. The help of our partner, DHL, UPS, and FedEx, as per staffing. You know, in this kind of business that we have, and as an entrepreneur, we depend on our staff to a support. And I would say so far so good. I have a very good experience with staff, and experience cannot be 100% sometimes, as we have good people, we have bad people. So I would say I have my fair share of a good staff, and I've also experienced a bad staff. But my experience, like I said, we do daily dispatch. I've employed a staff that stole my dispatch bike. The day that I employed him was the day he stole my bike. I've also experienced a rider that I employed that, he was just busy doing his own thing. He wasn't doing my job. After I got to know, I tried to scold him, this, that. And he was like, look, you cannot scold me. The worst that can happen is for me to leave your job. He first of all threw me into a disarray, I was disorganized that, look, I have my business to attend to. We have things that we want to dispatch, to deliver to, you know, firstly, I have to look at how I have to prevent such in future. So how was I able to do that? Number one, I made sure I do a proper ground check on the any rider I want to employ. At least bring a guarantor, let us know where you are staying, at least know your family, your immediate family. Then I ensure that no matter what, there must be a tracker on the bikes so that we'll be able to track each rider at every location so that we know where you are, what is happening. If you are staying so long at a particular location, it will call for our attention. What are you doing at this point? You have spent about an hour or 30 minutes or 45 minutes on a spot. What's happening there? So those are some of the measures that we put in place so that to avoid a future occurrence of stealing. Competition, I don't see competition as a bad thing. As a matter of fact, I see competition as a good thing because when you are doing business and you don't have anything you are competing with, you can just be lackadaisical about it. You might not have any goals or objectives if there is no competition. So I believe competition is very good. It's part of life, daily life as an entrepreneur or a business person. So competition is very good and it puts you on your toes. When there's competition, it puts you on your toes to be able to do things very well, to be efficient, and to be effective in what you are doing. So I would say competition is very good. As a woman, I find myself in logistics business. Logistics is a very, very tedious job. There's a lot of women doing logistics, so we are so many there. So how do we balance our home, family, work, and even take care of ourselves? I believe that the ones you cannot do, employ people to help you. You cannot finish everything, and at the same time, it takes you to have a partner that is understanding. Your partner needs to understand the kind of business you are doing, supports you, and once you are able to, the ones that you can see that you can contract out, or maybe it's the house chores that maybe get somebody that will come in, do the cleaning while you do the cooking, all that. Is this saying now that passion is not enough? Or at the same time, you still need to have passion. I would say I have passion for logistics. In fact, as a matter of fact, it interests me. Firstly, you have to have passion for that thing you want to do. And I think passion will keep you going. Now, that's angle of tenacity. You must have tenacity. A lot of entrepreneurs now they believe that when they start business today, that is when they will start making profit, or that is when they will hit the jackpot. Abibi, it's not like that. You must have tenacity. You must have passion. Passion will keep on driving you, and the patience and the tenacity will get you there. When you have passion for something, something that you wake up, I've never, maybe once or twice, I've never felt for one day that I don't want to come to my office to work. I'm always excited. I look forward to the business I'm doing, you know, and there is also hard work. Believe that there is always a reward for hard work. So whichever way you want to do it, you must be hardworking. It doesn't fall down from the tree. So you still have to be hardworking. You must have passion. Then you must have tenacity. A lot of entrepreneurs, when they get to the middle, they'll just be like, "Oh, I've been doing this thing. They are not paying me well." This no, Rome was never built in a day. It was a gradual process. I started this business in my husband's bedroom. I still have till today. I have my table, I have my chair. The day I don't want to come to this office, I stand up, I show up. I still sit on that chair and table and work from home. So to me, it's more of passion, tenacity, and to crown it all, God. I believe as a woman, every woman should take care of themselves. Choose yourself first. You should take care of yourself. If you have your own money, you should use the money that you are making to take care of yourself. Enjoy yourself, flex, go on vacation, relax. A lot of women we don't relax. We don't we don't rest. And rest is part of life. Even God, when He created, they say the Bible says that God finished creation on the sixth day, and on the seventh day He rested. And when you look at what is happening now, a lot of women you just slump and die like that. Because a lot of things goes on in the mind of a woman. As a woman, we're a multitasker. We think we can think of about 100 things at a time, and that takes a whole lot from us. So, as a woman, part of the things that you should consider is taking care of yourself. We take care of everybody in the house. We should inculcate it as part of us that there is a day that I will take for myself to rest, or I will go on vacation. You might not be able to rest at home properly, but you can always go outside there, maybe staycation. It can be within Nigeria, it can be outside the country. My last experience that I went for holiday, I was properly rested. At the same time, I was able to go and sightseeing and see a lot of things that are different, that they are doing differently in Doha and Nigeria. A lot of us felt we usually feel that travel fine, traveling is expensive, but it's also education. It opens your mind, it opens your eyes to see what is happening in other terrain and what is not happening in our area, or how can we improve on what we are doing here. I must tell you, there's a lot of things that is happening in Doha that is not happening here. I would say, well, when you compare population, Qatar population, they are not as much as Nigeria, and population is an advantage to us in Nigeria. They are not as populous as all as Nigeria, but they are more organized. They have a beautiful scenery. I think properly planned, and I'll tell you, I really had fun there. Well, my next vacation, I'm looking at Marrakesh and Morocco. Most Nigerian businesses hardly live after the owner. Because when you go to all this Western world, you see businesses that live more than it's my father 100 years. We hardly had that kind of a business in this part of the world that we have. As such, I was thinking, or is in my mind, that I'm looking at a business that will even live after me. So I want to, I'm thinking, I want God to help me so that Era Mama can be a name that will be on the streets of every corner of Nigeria, and that will be that will be a household name across the world. That even when I am no more, it will still be in existence. I see Era Mama becoming an household name in Nigeria, and part of my vision and mission is to be foremost household name, and first with logistic cargo delivery, and in Nigeria and abroad. So my dream, as when I started this business, my dream has always been that Mama Logistics will get to a point in Nigeria that will be at every corner, will be in the mouth of every single Nigeria that want to ship or send goods abroad or within Nigeria. And I see Era Mama, the next 10 years, we are, and we are still delivering efficiently and effectively. My able makeup artist, Ola Spread. I call her Ola Spread Global because I believe she's still going to go global. She's still going to go global. My makeup is done by Ola Spread Global. My jewelry by Kaba Jewelry. They are at Goshenland Plaza, number 2, Alaji Kosoko Street, Ujudubaga. My hair, that hair is it me by Peace Nature, yeah, Empire. The dress that I'm wearing by Posh, Debbie Posh. She has been my tailor for a while now. She makes beautiful things. Olaspe Global. Me, I don't call her makeup artist, so I call her Olaspe Global because I know that she's still going to go global. Everybody is still going to hear about her. She does a good job. Keep watching the icons. Bye bye.